Okay guys, as promised, here is the key to the practice test that I did not go over in class because I'm a bit of a doofus sometimes. Alright, so solve by completing the square. So the first thing I would do is divide by 2. So I have x squared minus 10x plus 7 equals 0. X squared minus 10x equals negative 7. X squared minus 10x plus 25 equals negative 7 plus 25. X minus 5 squared equals 18. So then x minus 5 equals plus or minus the root of 18. X equals 5 plus or minus root 18. And you can leave it like that. Quadratic formula with exact and approximate. So exact first, 2x squared plus 5x minus 8 equals 0. There's my A, my B, and my C. And I just run that through the quadratic equation. X equals negative 5 plus or minus the root of 25 minus 4 times 2 times negative 8 over 4, which equals negative 5 plus or minus the root of 89 over 4. And that's done exactly. Approximate, I go to my calculator, excuse me, and I do negative 5 plus root 89 divided by 4, 1.1. 1.
Is yours? You're talking now.
Yep. And bracket negative 5 minus root 89 close bracket. Oh, crap. Negative 5 minus root 89 divided by 4. To get negative 3.6. Those are the approximates. Determine the value of the discriminant. So the discriminant, I got to have it in proper form, 16x squared plus 56x plus 49. The discriminant is 56 squared minus 4 times 16 times 49. So that's, I go to my calculator, 56 squared minus 4 times 16 times 49 equals 0. So then I have 2 equal roots, which is 1 root on a graph. Over here, 7x squared minus 3x plus 2. That is 9 minus 4 times 7 times 2, which equals negative 47. Since that's negative, no roots. Solve by the best method possible. Well, since this is already factored, 2x plus 3 would have to equal 0, or x minus 4 would have to equal 0. So 2x would have to equal negative 3, x would have to equal negative 3 halves, or x equals 4. So this one, I'm checking it. Doesn't factor. so I can't factor it. Can't get rid of the 3, so I can't complete the square. So I got a quadratic formula. -4 plus or minus the root of 16 minus 4 times 2 times 3 over 6 right there is 16 minus 24, which equals -8, so no solution. 4x squared minus 6 equals 10. 4x squared equals 16. X squared equals 4. X equals plus or minus 2. Ah! Sorry, guys. X squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 0. That factors. X plus 1 squared equals 0. So x plus 1 has to equal 0, so x has to equal -1. And then this one is 3, -3, x plus 4 squared has to equal -21 because I bring that over there. Divide both sides by -3. X plus 4 squared has to equal 7. X plus 4 has to equal plus or minus the square root of 7. So x equals -4 plus or minus the square root of 7. And finally, on the practice test, I want no real roots. So that means my b squared minus 4ac has to be less than 0. So I just run that through. So b squared is 2 squared minus 4 times a is 3. Now c is tricky because it's k minus 3. Negative k minus plus 3, which gets me 4 minus 12 times negative k plus 3 has to be less than 0, which gets me 4 plus 12k minus 36 has to be less than 0, which gets me 12k minus 32 has to be less than 0. 12k has to be less than positive 32, so k has to be less than 8/3, because that is 32 over 12. Okay.